All right, and welcome to our second lesson in our third unit. And in this lesson, we're going to take a look at switch statements. Switch statements are an additional control structure that you can use, and oftentimes they're used in place of if conditions and else ifs and else conditions. So we got this geometry program, which we did in the last video, in which we gave the user a menu of options to pick from. And instead of using this if-else structure inside of here, we're actually going to switch it with a switch statement. And so it's going to look a little different. I want to keep this still inside my while loop, but I'm just going to come up here and I'm going to leave the code as it was before, but I'm just going to throw in a switch statement because I want to cut and paste and save myself a little bit of time here. So if I'm looking here, inside the while loop, again, the while is based off of this variable option. And I've told them that if they want to run this, they can use 1 for circumference, 2 for area, 3 to find the radius, and 4 to find the diameter, 0 to quit. So what I'm going to do here is set up the switch. The switch operates off of some variable, and I'm going to say that it's operating off of option. And now it's going to try to match option based on cases. So in case that I gave it a 1, what do I want it to do? Well, I want it to system out print the circumference. So I'm just going to copy this and bring that back up here and paste it in there. And then of course, once that's done, we'll come in here and we'll do a break. And then we'll move on to our second case. So the other option I provided them was a 2. So in that case, I want to give them the circumference. So I'll just come in here, copy that, and we'll paste it right in here. And again, give it a break. And then the third option I could provide to them would be case 3. And if that's the case, let's see what I did here. I put the circumference twice when actually this one, let's do the area. And then now down here in case 3, we'll do the radius. And then we'll come down here with another break. Again, the breaks are important because as soon as it makes a successful match, it follows and does all the code that comes after. So the breaks are important to tell it to stop. If you got a match here, you've done this, I want you to stop. I don't want you to do anything else. And our last case here will be a 4. And if it gets a 4, then we're going to tell it to give me the diameter. Go. And then we'll do a break here. And then, so those are the cases, 1, 2, 3, 4. What if it doesn't match any of these cases? What if, let's say, they give me a 5 or a 6? Well, then I'm going to do a default. Instead of having to code for every possible situation, every possible number they could give me, I can just do a default, which takes the place of this else, right? Which is kind of like a catch-all. And, if nothing matches, then it's going to tell you that it doesn't match anything on the menu. And there we go. So there's my switch. And once I'm done with the switch, again, this is all inside of a while loop. So I still need to take care of giving them the ability to change the option and to run another set of code. So you see here, this is the code as it is. My switch based on option case 1, case 2, case 3, case 4, and then the default behavior. If it's not one of the cases I've programmed to take in, then it's going to tell them that it's not recognized. And either way, when they're finished with it, it's going to give them the option to change and make a new selection or to quit. Now, if they give me the 0, so we'll just take out this structure. And we see here that it's going to run pretty much the same way. When I run this, we see that it's asking me to enter a radius. We do a radius of 10. Now, if I do area, it tells me the area and gives me the option to run again. If I say 5, it tells me that it doesn't recognize my input, and there's my 0 to quit. So switches work just like nested if-else structures.